Think about this for a second. There was a moment before anything you remember, before your name, your face, your life, where your existence wasn't guaranteed. Millions of possibilities moving at the same time. Only one outcome allowed. And in most cases, the one listening to this right now would not have been the one that made it. If things had gone even slightly differently, a fraction of a second, a different path, a different outcome, this perspective wouldn't exist. Not delayed, not replaced, just absent. Everything that feels normal now, your thoughts, your awareness, your sense of being here, would never have started, and there would be no awareness of that absence. The world itself wouldn't notice. The same moments would come, the same people would be born, the same systems would keep running. History would still unfold, wars would still happen, cities would still rise and fall. People would still meet, build, lose, and move on. Everything continues, just without this version of awareness ever appearing. Even at a smaller level, life would rearrange itself. Different conversations would happen, different paths would cross, different choices would be made. Not in a dramatic way, just enough that everything still works. Because reality doesn't depend on one outcome, it adapts around whatever happens. Here's what makes this difficult to process. If something never exists, there is no trace of what is missing. No memory, no gap, no sense that something should have been there. Even if something meaningful could have happened, its absence is completely invisible. So the question changes. It is no longer about what the world would lose, because the world keeps moving. The real question becomes, what almost didn't exist but does? Because out of all the possibilities, one specific perspective appeared. This one. That perspective is not small. It contains everything, every thought ever had, every memory, every moment of awareness, an entire version of reality existing only from this point of view. And if that one outcome had gone differently, none of it would exist at all. So existence isn't just about impact, it's about occurrence. The fact that this specific awareness exists out of countless possibilities where it didn't is already something rare. Not because the world needs it, but because it happened at all. And this is where it becomes real, because this perspective doesn't repeat. It doesn't get recreated later. It doesn't get another version. It exists once, for a limited time, then it is gone. So the question is no longer what would change if it never existed. It becomes what happens while it does. If things had gone differently, this perspective would have never happened. The world would still continue. Everything would still happen. Just without this version of reality ever existing. But it does exist right now.